Alright, welcome my friends. It's time for another Old Games on a weekday. Woo! I'm your host as always, Mark W. And tonight I'm going to play the game you see before you. It is called Realm of Impossibility, developed and designed by some programmer from Boeing, I believe named Mike Edwards, who was interested in personal computers as he learned the trade at Boeing, I suppose, and he made this cool game as part of his very small company. I don't know if it was a one-man operation or a few people, called, what was it called, NARM or something like that. And he called the game Zombies originally, but I guess it caught the eye of the then young EA, Electronic Arts, which had only published a couple of games before this one, I think. And yeah, they kind of polished up the game, you know, gave it a nice smooth finish, renamed it from Zombies to Realm of Impossibility, gave it this wonderful title screen music. At least I think it's really cool music. The original game Zombies had this really terrible title screen music, in fact. So yeah, they released this in a fancy package, the kind of EA style that they like to do. It's almost like a small vinyl record case. It's like a sleeve, and yeah, it's a pretty package, in other words. And this is a cool game. You know, you can see the demo as I'm talking right now. This is the computer demo in the game, and yeah, you just kind of rush through these dungeons, and there are these monsters chasing you. You just sprint through. You have to really quickly decide the path you want to take and run for it. You cannot delay in this game. There's a whole he who hesitates is lost kind of a theme going on in this game. And the interesting thing is you cannot fight the monsters. What kind of game throws piles of monsters at you? Zombies, spiders, snakes and stuff, and you can't fight them. It's a very strange game. But what you can see here in the demo is he's playing very badly. For one thing, the demo, he just died. But you can drop these crosses in your wake, and the crosses block all of these evil monsters, because I guess they don't like the cross. And that's all you can do. You run for your life. You drop the crosses in your wake. It's a really fun game. You're trying to get like the 7 crowns or something like that, and you can pick up these scrolls along the way that cast spells. Like you can see in the lower left, the demo player just got the P spell, which stands for protect. That makes you invincible for a very short time, probably about 5-ish seconds. Why don't we go over the manual? Here we go. Object. The evil cleric Wistrick has stolen the 7 crowns of the Middle Kingdoms. He has hidden them all among his 13 dungeon strongholds. Your task: enter the dungeons, find the crowns, and get out alive. Keys, but some of the dungeons are locked. So 6 of the dungeons contain keys that will allow access to the other dungeons. Get the crown or the key. So each dungeon is going to have kind of as its goal, its objective is a crown or a key. So get the crown or the key, turn around, and try to get back out. Yeah, so you're rushing through the dungeon. You gotta take the reverse way out. Hit points. The touch of a zombie, snake, spider, or orb causes you to lose hit points. When your hit points go below 0, you are dead. Yeah, there's only 4 kinds of monsters in this game. It's an interesting tidbit when you play 2-player. It's a crazier game 2-player. It's a lot of fun. But you can resurrect each other by touching each other. Movement. Yeah, it has this sort of pseudo 3D arrangement going on. I guess you would call it, what would you call it? Like a 3/4 perspective or isometric? One of those. You can see it. They're trying to demonstrate here. If you press up on the joystick, you'll go in that sort of angle direction that's labeled away. So it can be a little bit tricky to get the hang of it first, but I've played this game a bunch, so I'm used to the movements. Even if I'm not fantastic at the game, I know how to move my character well enough. Careful entry is tight on the ladder and wiggle to enter. Yeah, the thing is that it's weird though. You have to kind of wiggle the joystick as you go up the ladders, essentially, is what it's saying. That enables you to go faster up the ladders as well. Hey guys, I had to refresh the chat because it wasn't telling me anything. You know, sometimes it does that. And I was a little bit suspicious that it was doing that right now, so I just refreshed my chat, and now I can see you guys. So Eric says hello, so hello back to you, Eric. And Andrew is in the house. He is fan number 2, apparently, according to this new strange ranking system that YouTube provides. And Andrew says, this is absolutely a 2-player game. I hope you got a Rob Bob. I don't have a Rob Bob. He's very rarely available on my old game streams, unfortunately. I actually find the game much harder in 2-player mode, but it's a lot of fun for sure. And Eric says, cool little attract mode. Alright, let's continue reading the manual. Leaving a room, run to the edge of the screen, push against the border. Yeah, it's pretty obvious once you see it. In 2-player mode, both players must push at the same time. It's kind of crazy because what happens is you have these two, you know, you're both rushing through and you try to exit at the same time. You got to coordinate. If you don't, and one of you gets stuck or takes the wrong path, you got to work that. And if one of you dies all the way back, let's say here, and I'm over, you know, here at the edge of the screen, I got to run back and touch you to resurrect you, and then we run together to try to get out of there. If you both die at the same time, it's over at that point in 2-player mode. You have definitely a lot of extra fun 2-player. Let's see. You cannot return the way you came until you have the key or the crown. Magic crosses. Press the button to drop crosses. They cannot be crossed. The crosses cannot be crossed. Imagine that. Hence, they can protect you. Don't trip up on them yourself. Watch your feet. Yeah, that's right. So they don't just stop evil, I guess. They stop anyone from walking on them, including yourself. But generally, you're dropping them in your wake. You sprint across the board. Dropping them behind you. Maybe you curve up and down to like make sort of a wall behind you that's hard for the monsters to get around. But yeah, you can trip yourself up, and that can be your undoing. You can easily die if you badly drop crosses and get jammed up. After 4 seconds, they evaporate and return to your pouch. Magic scrolls. Picking up scrolls adds hit points or is a spell that you can cast to protect yourself. 3 kinds of spells. F is freeze, they can't move. Confuse is C, they can't chase you. Protect, they can't hurt you. I like how they sum it up so succinctly, and that's all you need. They can't move, they can't chase you, or they can't hurt you. Confuse, they can still hurt you when they're confused. They kind of wobble around randomly, the monsters. Yeah, frozen monsters can hurt you too, but they're obviously a lot easier to deal with when they can't move. I generally think Protect is the best one, but the game's not going to throw Protects at you all the time. Spells last about 4 seconds. So Protect is, you know, you're invulnerable. Freeze is, I think in order of my personal preference, it goes Protect, Freeze, Confuse. Sometimes if I feel I just need a little bit of a help, like, oh, I think there's a bunch of monsters and I'm going to take some damage, I might just burn a Confuse because that'll probably help me. Like, you kind of have to weigh, you know, balance the use of your scrolls carefully. This is not an easy game. I can pretty much confidently win on the very easiest difficulty level. There's 4 difficulty levels, but I cannot beat the others. I think I used to be able to beat level 2 back in the day, but I'm going to try to make it a point today to beat the level 2 difficulty. It might not happen, but we'll see. I've tried this once before on a stream, and I was not successful. Like maybe 2 years ago. Casting spells. Here, it's kind of a weird mechanic to cast spells. You have to stop and stand still, press and hold the button, and then you move the joystick. Left for confuse, up for freeze, right to protect. Down is whatever spell you have. I think it means the most recently acquired one. You can also mash the space bar to fire the last spell you have. And these slightly awkward controls are, I guess they're just a result of the, you know, the 8-bit style, 8-bit era joystick only having one button. I always thought it would be cool if I could, like, maybe map it to something else. I don't know, maybe make some key macros that I could just hit, like, P for protect or whatever. Or maybe, like, just ASZ for the 3 spells. Anyway, casting spells, novice players may find it easier to... Yeah, you just mash the space bar if you don't want to carefully select a spell. You just fire the last obtained one. 2-player game, you can resurrect your dead companion by touch. You must exit each room together. Extra hit points go to the player who picks up the scroll. Spells are shared. And here are our high scores for the day, 0 and 0. Alright, I'm going to start on the easy difficulty, and let's jump into it. Which button is my start key? There we go. Start with 80 points. I think you have less hit points on the more difficult levels, and maybe the hit point scrolls give you less. I don't know. So you can choose any of the levels that are not locked. I usually just start like from the top, and I pretty much work my way down. Kenkaya Keep. Let me just get the hang of my movements here a little bit. As you can see, I drop crosses, and once again, you can block yourself with them as well. But the idea is you kind of want to rush through the levels. Let's say I was coming up here and rushing to the left, and there were monsters up here. I would kind of do like that, try to block them off as I run for my life. They are fast. They are all about as fast as my guy is running here. They have different movement patterns, though. You'll see. Like the spiders hop around. All right away we see 2 zombies, and these are fast zombies. As I mentioned in this stream description, this might be one of the first instances in all types of media of fast zombies, sprinting zombies. People talk about today that, like, oh, 28 days later invented fast zombies. No. Not even true in the movies. Return of the Living Dead had them in 1985. And there might have been other movies too. Here are orbs. I always found the orbs to be especially dangerous. I don't know why. Sometimes you gotta kind of lure them around. Oh, I took a little bit of damage there, but not too much. 1 hit point, I think. Spiders. There's our key. So this is basically the end of the level. And we gotta make our way back now. Just trying to avoid them. That's all we do. I have no spells yet. This level didn't give me any spells. It just gave me 1 hit point scroll. Then I took 1 damage. So I started at 80. I got a 10 hit point bonus from that scroll up, and I just took another damage, so I'm at 88. If you're not careful in this game, if they're like, if the monster is like holding on top of you because you're jammed up or whatever, it's a lot of damage. You can get really wrecked if you get like caught somewhere, and it's like they'll like hold the damage on you, and it's like, and you watch your hit points just decrease. I have to make a small adjustment to my laptop stand here because the top of my finger is bumping into it as I wield my joystick. All right, that should hopefully be better. Thanks for watching tonight, guys. Eric says the spiders hop like bunnies. Yeah, they do. Let's go over to the abyss. So I have 1 of the keys. I have 118 hit points now because I think every level you beat, you get a bonus of 30 hit points. I think that's how it works. So when you're on the higher difficulty levels, you really want to not take damage on these easier maps, because you really want to just build up the bonus hit points so you can expend them on the hard maps. Anyway, I should be okay on the easy level, but you know, let's consider this a warm-up experience. I just got a 10 hit point scroll. You can see I'm running circles around these snakes, or trying to. Oh, jeez. Can I do the same for the zombies, though? Yeah, you don't have to grab every scroll you see, but I'm pretty confident I can deal with these guys. I just got a confuse spell. Jeez, got a little bit pinged by that snake there. It's funny, my whole monitor is wobbling in. Shit. Yeah, once you get caught on them, it's not good. Anyway, I got a protect spell just there. Oof, I kind of skipped that scroll because I didn't see a good way to get it. Maybe I'll get it on the return. Look at this one. Should I go for that one? I know I've gotten that one before safely, but it's not easy. Ah, jeez. I'm gonna skip it. Shoot. I feel like I'm being a chicken. Here is our key. Come up the ladder. Come up the ladder, you zombie. Zombie's like, how do I ladder? A scene like this could be in a zombie movie. Look at this. You're trapped on some sort of thing. Some kind of roof with zombies all around you. But in a zombie movie, I'd probably have a gun to shoot him with. Anyway, I'm gonna make my run for it. Ah. How's it going, Ryan? Ryan's in the house. Did I go for the scroll? I'm gonna do it. Against my better judgment. I'm going for it. Oh my god. I'm so stupid. Ah, got a free spell. Oh, that's right. They can hurt you through like the through the third dimension, sort of, when they shouldn't be able to. Well, this is probably dumb. All right. Should I use a spell just to get through? No, we're going up. Ah, shit. I'm stuck. Okay, now I gotta use a spell. Alright. I should use protect, but I just mashed the spacebar. Well, that was what you're not supposed to do in this game. But you know, I'm considering this a warm-up once again, so here's what it is. I'm kind of shaking my whole desk and everything on it, so I'm kind of like thinking I need to swap controllers or something. My joystick is like on my desk and I'm holding it firm like that, but I can't really hold it in my lap or anything like that, or just like a, you know, not supported by my desk. I can't really do that. All right. So not a very beautiful victory on that level, but I'm alive. So I'm trying to think, do I want to just use my keyboard maybe? I think I might be better off with that. I don't know. I think it's going to be awkward to cast spells. Let's just keep rolling with it. All right, well, let's go to Tartarus, which I used to joke at. I used to jokingly call this tartar sauce when I was a kid. So Ryan says going good. He's a #2 fan now. Oh, Andrew and Ryan are both #2. How does that work? You're both tied? So this is a new thing here in the YouTube stream. It ranks watchers, viewers, as it gives you experience points and it gives you a ranking. So it says right now Eric is #1, Ryan is #2, Andrew is #3, and Dan the man who just joined is #4. Dan says, I remember the cover of this game as a kid, either in a mag ad or store, and thought it was super cool looking, but never played the game somehow. EA did have the best album cover art though. Yeah, I remember inside it had these freaky looking zombies and stuff too. It's pretty cool. Wonder if I can find like the manual real quick or something. Show it. The Museum of Computer Adventure History. Here's a manual. It's not the one I was thinking of. Box scans. Here we go. I'm not going to waste too much time Googling if I can't find it, but here we go. This is like the rear side, the back of the box. At first, things were just creepy. Then they got totally weird. Oh yeah, the one thing I haven't addressed is there's a whole theme in this game of like, what's the artist name? MC Escher? Not MC Hammer, right? MC Escher. Where there's some like strangely designed layouts that defy reason. Most of the maps aren't like that though, just some of them. Yeah, running from zombies, snakes, giant spiders, and packs of ugly, vicious little round things is tough enough when the dungeons are just mean. But some of these dungeons go way past mean into the realm of totally outrageous. A friend can help, and chances are you'll need all the help you get to make it all the way to the deepest parts of the dankest dungeon. 13 dungeons to 129 different rooms, dramatic graphics and fast action, 4 levels of difficulty, easy to severe, challenging single-player mode, a unique 2-player cooperative mode that's downright funny as well as fun. And here's the cover art. This is almost like a scenario I was in before when I was saying it was like I'm on the roof and there's all these zombies underneath. So you can see some zombies climbing up. And then you see it's 2-player, and they're wielding crosses. That's all they have. They're Indiana Jones looking characters who have crosses as their only means of protection. Well, and the magic too, I guess. And down at the bottom you see the orb, spiders and snakes, and some more zombies. Here you see some zombies coming through a wall at this guy, at the Indiana Jones knockoff character. I believe this is Mike Edwards because the caption seems to imply that. So he like posed for a fun zombie grabbing him kind of a photo. Mike Edwards didn't start off to create zombies. He just wanted a game he and his son could play together instead of against each other. So that was the idea. He wanted co-op. There wasn't a lot of co-op options, I guess, back then. And no taking turns. Everybody should get to play all the time. So you want a real-time co-op. He thought running from monsters, stopping them with crosses sounded neat, like watching a really good, bad Friday night movie. Mike's been having sort of funny dreams lately, and he started insisting that someone's following him. Too bad. He seemed like a nice guy. Ha ha ha. All right, that was a fun little detour. And Ryan says, yeah, I can't beat that retro cover art. Cool. All right. I'm going to see if I can hold. I'm going to try to hold the joystick on my lap. See how that goes. All right, let's go to tartar sauce. I don't know why my emulated disk access is making a horrible sound. It's like, let me correct the cropping. Sorry to do all this live. Getting my daughter to bed is always a hectic time. And when I want to do a stream, it's like, why did you just get out of bed again? I'm hungry. I missed the Frosty I got at Wendy's. You miss it? Yeah, I didn't get to eat it. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, Eric says, your player reminds me of Jumpman. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Let me see if I can pull this off on my lap. I think I can do this, yeah. Gotta stabilize it on my lap. I don't know about that, actually. I think I gotta use my desktop. Alright. Just trying to figure out my control situation here. Bear with me a second. Alright, let's go into tartar sauce land. Here we go. Tartar sauce. What do we got? Some more zombies. Okay, grab the scroll and skedaddle. Ah, I'm stuck. Okay, I got a freeze spell. Took a little bit of damage. Spiders and stairs. The name of this screen. Oh god. Get away. Hit points. Scroll. 10 hit points. That's good. Scroll. 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 Come on. Come on. Come on. Ah. Ah. I'll get it on the return, maybe. Dandaman says, I was thinking exact same just now. Jumpman meets Pseudo 3D. That's funny. I never made that connection, huh? Yeah, I can see that. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can deal with these snakes. I'm trying to like lure them around and make a run for it. Cool. 10 hit point scroll, and I got out of there. Here's the key. You can see these dungeons are pretty short. Usually just take a couple of minutes. It's enough time for them to wreck you, though, if you're not careful. Wah! I played this game. I think I might have played it twice on stream before. One of our regulars, Stu, also played this. He played the early versions, Zombies, which was the pre-EA polished version of this game. So it was Mike Edwards' small company who made this, who made Zombies. It was, the difficulty is much crazier, I hear, on Zombies. Stu will attest to that if he shows up tonight. And it has horrible title screen music. I don't know what that's about, but it sounds like random noises. Like, so they made a really cool, you know, adventure-y theme for this version of the game, Realm of Impossibility. It sounds like a, you know, I guess they were going for something like the Indiana Jones theme or something. Something that sounds very cinematic and a little jaunty. Okay, so we have 3 levels down, 171 hit points. I think the max hit points is 255. So they must have allocated 1 byte to the hit points, perhaps. Stygian Crypts or the Argosy Sheol. All of these names are like alternate ways to say like hell and stuff like that, if you notice. Or like evil planes of existence. Argosy Sheol. Let's roll. Let's roll in the Sheol. Okay, snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Woohoo! It's really satisfying when you do pull off running rings around these guys. Not always easy. This orb is gonna bother me. There we go. Ryan says, love the old school sound effects. Oh yeah, they do the job well, I think. Go away, zombies. Shit. I got stuck on the ladder. Oh boy. Why did I wait? I should have gone. Shoot. Here, come to the side. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, I gotta run for it at some point. I'm gonna go to the right and then run for it, but I need a good moment to do so. Hey guys, I'm down here. I can't go back. That's not how it works. I can only go back when I'm on the retreat after getting the key or the... I guess it's time for a spell. Let's do, shoot, what should I... Let's use Confuse. Yeah, they're running around randomly now. Cool. It's it only lasts 4 seconds, though. You gotta be fast. And you can take damage from them while they're confused. Oh, shit. Let's do a freeze, actually. Ah, getting stuck on... There we go. Nice. Ooh-ah. Plow through the zombies. Has anybody else in the chat played this game before? I think Andrew knows this game. I don't know if he's still here. This game makes me sweat. It's like, it's very, very frantic paced. I love it. Yeah, it would be fun to get Rob Bob to join me. One time I introduced this game, like, you know, in the emulation era to a friend who was good at video games, but we were terrible at communicating with each other. So he would just run for it and then leave me in the dust, because I like to spend like a half second thinking about what I'm doing, and that half second was like all the difference. He would just be out there and I'd be like, okay, now I got to deal with the monsters not being where I anticipated, and I would just like follow him, and then I would die a lot. He would just like instantly run. So you have to like coordinate too. It's hard. Like, okay, let's go to the left and up, something like that. It's really quick. You got to shout out commands. Anyway, Stygian Crypts is next. 208 hit points. Even though I had some bad hits, I took some bad hits from monsters. 208 hit points is quite good. That is not, you know, again, I'm pretty sure the max hit points is 255. So with that in mind, I'm not doing too bad. Another confusion spell. That was a hit point scroll. Anytime you pick up a scroll and you hear like, that means hit points. Like that one. Some of these levels, they dazzle you a little bit with their layout. You have to act very quickly. Yeah, that was not ideal, but hey, I'm still alive. Do I want to get the scroll? Let's do it, get the scroll! That was a protect spell, good. Freeze. I'm probably trading a freeze for another freeze. I did. I spent a freeze just getting a freeze. So that was not the best usage of it. That's kind of... Oh, jeez. Protect. And I got another protect after using protect. That's kind of fun. In that case, I wasn't using the protect just to get the scroll of protect. I was getting it to save my hide. And I was using it to save my hide. Hit point scroll. Get out of here. They started an orb right on me. Look at that. An intense game. You might notice I'm doing a lot of kind of like fake out moves. I run one way and then I turn around. Doesn't always work. Like dart one way, go back another way. Try to lure them one direction and confuse them. Then you drop crosses so they can't catch up to you. Not saying I'm a master at that, but it's the kind of thing I like to do. Whew. Okay. Alright. I like need a moment between these levels now. So we got full Phlegathon, Flemathon, Marathon. It's got a cool art style, says Ryan. Yeah, I agree. Definitely. That's one of the appealing things about the game is the whole graphic design. Anyway, we got three of the Dungeons are still locked. We got 2 of the 7 scrolls we need. Crowns we need to win. Yeah, again, I usually just kind of go, work my way downward. These last few are quite hard. I remember Minds of Minos being a huge pain. Realm of Impossibility is not easy either. So it's pretty much what you'd expect. The top ones are easier and the bottoms are challenging. Phlegathon. Alright, here's where we start to have funky looking stairs. You can't actually climb up. This is an interesting layout. Do I go for the scroll? I don't know. I like that every little monster is a threat in this game. It's about where they're placed. If you have to run through them, that's bad. If you can't avoid them, that's bad. Like, that's pretty bad right there. Freeze. You can see I'm getting pretty close to my limit of scrolls. It just filled up that little section down there. When it's full, it's full. But you really need, for the later levels, you need to crank out a lot of scrolls, I found. You could argue I should be using more now, I don't know. I think I'm doing alright enough that I don't need to use a lot of scrolls. Sometimes, like in that situation, there's just nothing you can do without a scroll. You just have to take some damage. Speaking of scrolls, let's free these spiders. This looks like a pain. Here's our key. Ah, get off me! $196 hit points. Not bad still. Should I go for the scroll? I'm going for the scroll! I don't know why, but I'm doing it. It was protect. I might need protect to get out of here. Maybe I'll lure him over here. Come on, come on. Shoot. Yeah, I don't know if this is worth it. Oh well. My greed got the better of me. It usually does. Get out of here, zombies. Oh, crap. Go! Yeah. You know how they dart aside for a moment and they come back? I was trying to like maybe time it. When he darted to the right, I could go up, but it's really hard. They come back pretty quickly when they do that kind of dart motion. They dart to the side, come back. The 177 hit points. I'm not at the over 200 I started this level with, so you can see it's getting hairy. And yeah, maybe it's time to be more liberal with my scroll usage. Crap. Sometimes a moment of delay gets you in a worse situation than you started with, and you're just like, oh, I should have just bolted for it from the get-go. Christ. Yeah, not going great. Going for it. Oh my goodness, what's wrong with me? Freeze again. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna start. Next level, I'm gonna, like, anytime I'm in a jam, I'm using a scroll. My new rule. Alright, we got the Arabian Vaults. Pits of Gehenna. Let's go Arabian. Is that like Arabian? Arabian? Oh, this is the easy level, remember. But yeah, you gotta realize I do have a lot of spells. I can't complain. Yeah, let's start using spells more liberally. This level doesn't. This screen doesn't seem that bad. So go for it. Got 10 hit points, which is nice. Lost 1. Let's freeze. Got hit 10 hit points. Whew. Confuse. Oh, come on. That's the problem with Confuse. Sometimes they randomly run in the way you don't want them to. Anyway. There we go. Do we want to get this? Oh my god, spiders. That was one aggressive spider right there. Okay. Snakies. 10 hit point scroll. Wah! Wah! Protect scroll. Ah! I just love the frenetic pace of this game. Oh god. Okay. Let's give Confuse a go. And hit point scroll. You can see every time I get hit, you know, see I take some damage, but on the harder levels, it's simply, I think there's a few things that make it harder, but on the harder difficulty levels, you will take damage at a faster rate, if I recall correctly. So let's fire off another Confuse. Alright, I think that helps. Kind of looks like Marble Madness background says. Right, especially with these orb guys. It is like Marble Madness. Oh, God. I'm not sure what the orbs are supposed to be. I mean, you know, pretty obvious what snakes, zombies, and spiders are, but these orbs are there too. Alright, here's the crown. Freeze. Ah. Okay. It'd have to be snakes. Why'd it have to be orbs? At least you don't have to control this game with a trackball like in Marble Madness. Okay, I should have used a spell right there. I'm usually stingier with my protects early on because those are the ones that really save your hide later on in the game. Christ. I should have used a protect right there, though, maybe. This is going to meet me the whole time, just doubting when I should have used scrolls or not. Kind of the biggest, like, strategic decision you make in the game. So I want you to scroll right here. And I love that the game forces you to think really fast and live with the pain of your bad decisions. Because somehow you always find yourself making bad decisions in this game. Alright. So I'm thinking maybe if I can get them maybe both partially up the stairs, I can run for it in the right stairs. Or just do that. I love the idea that the developer, Mike Edwards, just simply made it because he wanted a certain kind of game he could play with his son. He wanted it to be real-time and cooperative. And not fighting monsters, but trying to escape them. And lo and behold, this game was born. Really. Every time you finish a level of this game, it gives you this feeling of, I got out of there. I just got out of there. Okay. All right, 184 hit points. Still not bad. Let me give my fingers a moment. Give them a stretch. I guess we're up to the pits of Gehenna next. Whew. All right, I'm going to turn up my AC a little bit real quick. Be right back. I'll be right back. Okay. Working up a sweat playing this game. So, yeah. Needed more AC coolness to go into the pit of Gehenna. Let's do it. Freeze. Oh, crap. There's one in the way. Oh, man. Okay. That didn't really work that well. Wait, worked pretty well. Yeah, take that. All right. Now you can see there were two paths to go, low or high. Some levels are like that. Nice. It's a freeze spell. That. Hit points. Get that out of here. Okay. Hey, Cheesy Wiz, how's it going, man? Cheesy Wiz says, I love this game on my Atari 800. Did a playthrough recently, too. Oh, really cool. Freeze. I took a little hit because I hesitated. There froze. Ah, come on, stupid. Got stuck on the ladder there. Got stuck before the ladder, honestly. Yeah, this is a great game. Underrated for sure. I mean, people talk about a lot of the EA classics more than this one, I think, like Archon and Mule. Not to knock those games, they're fantastic. Hence why I did an Archon stream last week. But, yeah, this one is underrated. Screw this, I'm using Protect. My Protect Blankie. My daughter has a thing she calls her Protect Blankie. It's like her preferred blanket. Protect again. Oh, I'm gonna have to plow through this zombie, unfortunately. Gremlin blanket? Anti-gremlin blanket, exactly. Yeah, Ryan knows that my daughter is obsessed with Gremlins right now, the movies. However, she won't watch the movies, and I don't want her to. It's a little much for her right now. But she loves Gizmo. I made the mistake of showing her Gizmo. So she always wants to see YouTube clips of the Gremlins movie, but only the parts with Gizmo. Actually, she loves him a lot, and it's great that she likes it. But there needs to be like a Gizmo-only show for little kids, perhaps. Alright. There is actually a new cartoon of Gremlins. It's like very Gizmo-oriented, but it does have Gremlins in it. Alright, Ethereal Plane, Abaddon or Abaddon at Charon's Keep. Yeah, let's keep going. Ethereal Plane. Wasn't there an old Gizmo cartoon? Choose asks Ryan. I don't remember that. Sounds like something they would do. There was like a cartoon for everything. There were multiple Alf cartoons. Jeez. I like that the crosses really stand out against the orange background. The black crosses on the orange background are very visible. God. Oh yeah, they're not. They're the opposite of visible on this ground. You'll see in a second. Ah, I can't see the crosses at all. Hey guys, let me out, please. You have to like come at these in a special way. I can't remember how to do it. Maybe I'll just skip it. You have to come at it like the right angle, the right section. Okay, this is when they start to show off their impossible designs. Their MC Escher-like designs. Okay, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this first scroll? Freeze. It's like, do I want to use the scroll to get out of here? Use Protect. I don't remember how this one works. You can like walk among these cube-like things, but it's like tricky. You can only do it in a certain way. You can try to get that scroll. It's probably not worth it because I don't remember how to do this. Yeah, this is where all the levels are getting really hairy. But you can walk in a certain way. Here we go. What? I am? What? Oh, I got... My wife is here. Hi, Emily. And she says, I made the New York Times. You are in an audience shot of the Weird Al concert. I went to see Weird Al at Madison Square Garden on Saturday. That is cool. I gotta check that out. That would mean my buddy is probably in the shot too. He was next to me. Cool. I gotta check that out. Anyway, I just got the crown of this horrible level. First time I've made the New York Times. All right. Hey, zombie, you don't want to come get me? I mocked him. Part of me wants to attempt to scroll, but I'm gonna take so many hits trying to get. I already took enough hits just avoiding it. And you kind of know that the scrolls can only give you so much. It's not like if there's an especially difficult to obtain scroll that it's going to give you 30 hit points or something like that. No, the max it's going to give you is 10. But it would be cool if there were some really special scrolls like that, perhaps. Maybe one that gives you like 3 spells. So that's great news, Emily. Thanks for telling me. Now I'm excited to check that out. Can you see it on the website? I could show that live. Yeah, Weird Al puts on some really fun concerts for sure. Oh, again, that feeling of, I got out of it. Ha, 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 ha. All right. Ryan says, first video power, and now the New York Times. Yeah, so I turned up my AC, but I also want to turn up my fan here. Ceiling fan. This game's giving me the sweats, man. It's giving me the zombie sweats. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I should be able to complete this one, but, you know, on the next difficulty, I don't know. I gotta try my best. Babin. Okay, I tried to fire up a confuse quick, but I somehow didn't do it right. Oh, let's do it. There you go. Confuse. There's a scroll. Oh, why am I stupid enough to get the scroll? I spent a protect to get a protect. The thing is, sometimes you make the decision and you're at the point where you can't really back out, so you gotta run with it. Like in life, huh? Why am I getting this scroll? You realize because you made that split-second decision, but now if you go back, you'll be worse off. Oh god, I hate these these confusing layouts. It's fun though. Alright, let's grab the scroll. Oh, I gotta backtrack now. I didn't think of that before. Oh crap. Do I want to fire off protect again? Confuse. Can I just jump down? How many protects I got? Only 3. I gotta do something. Let's confuse him and see how it goes. Yeah, that didn't really work, did it? You know, but sometimes you just have to take hits. Or I guess I could have used protect, but being stupidly stingy, perhaps. I throw my body at the problem instead of my magic. Okay. I think this might warrant a protect. Oh, maybe a freeze. Let's do that. Get out of here in time. Go, go, go! 4 seconds per spell. It's very, very small amount of time. I'm going for the scroll. Let's do it. No, no, I'm not. Chickened out. Oh god, I hate you, orbs. Worst is when they get you simply because your sprites overlap, but they're like on a separate three-dimensional plane, sort of. They're like, how did they get me? They got me from the platform above me because our sprites overlapped. I'm grabbing this because I can. Protect. Lost a few hit points for a protect. Might be worth it. Woo. Yeah, right. Ryan says, man, 4 seconds isn't much time. Yeah, you get stuck on a ladder for 2 seconds and that's like blowing half your spell, you know? It's a difficult game. And again, this is the easiest difficulty level. We're going to go to Sharon or Karen or Karen. Karen's going to ask for the manager here. So we're getting to the last few. We have 4 protects, 3 freezes, and 2 confuse. And another freeze. And 10 hit points right there. I tried to fire off a spell but failed. Kind of difficult. You have to stand still, hold the button, and move the joystick in the direction of the spell. It's up for freeze, right for protect, left for confuse. So when you screw it up, it can really ruin your day. Let's do it now. Freeze. Yeah, again, it's not giving you a lot of time, but you gotta take the little edge it gives you. Confuse. Got the whole smorgasbord of monsters here. You got like 2 of each, I think, or something like that. Protect. Ah! Here are my crosses. Confused. I like to state my spells like I'm a character in a cheesy cartoon or something. Or doing a fighting game move. Hadouken! Alright, I'm down to 128 hit points, which is not fantastic. But hey, hopefully it'll be enough to carry me across the finish line. That's all that matters. Yeah, it's my my whole setup here. The joystick is pretty heavy duty. I have to press it firmly on the desk to keep it stabilized. So my laptop, which is on a stand, is going to be like this the whole time. You should see my monitor on the left. That's wobbling like crazy. That's why I was like earlier. I was trying to like maybe put it on my lap, but I couldn't really make that work. All right, that's all right. All right, so what do we got? Just 2 levels left. Oh, these are the hardest ones. Oh God. We got Minds of Minos, or is it pronounced Minos? And the Realm of Improbability. Nope, of Impossibility. Here we go, Minds. I'm afraid, Mommy. All right, so let's just review our inventory. 1 confuse, 5 protects, because I try to save those for the last couple levels. Let's use them liberally now. And 3 freezes. Let's do it. I'm just gonna go. How about that? Okay. Not too bad. I'm trying to match my spacebar. Not doing it right. So I fired off a protect. Gotta protect. Took a couple damage. We have plus signs everywhere. Got another protect. They didn't track me down. If they had trapped me in that upper left alcove, that would have sucked. Probably would have had to use a protect from there. I'm trying to just kind of lure them to the side and then run around them, but they're not making it easy. They're kind of spread out at this point, actually. It sucks. Alright. What I like in this game is, while it is a frenetic, fast-paced game, sometimes you have a moment to try to plan your action, wait for the right moment to strike, lure them over to one direction, then bolt to the other way. A neat game for sure. And you always, you always have in your head, well, I could just use a freeze right here or something like that. But, as long as I'm stable and in a decent situation, which I'm not anymore, I decide not to use them. I'm going to use a protect now, though. Alright, so now it's 5 protect, 3 freezes, and a confuse in the inventory. Another freeze. Freeze. Walk right by them. Walk right by the zombies. Like Barbara in the Night of the Living Dead remake. One of my least favorite moments of that remake. Like, oh, you can walk by them, they're so slow. Really? Nobody else figured that out? It was always in the original, they were always so slow until they were like actively attacking you. And then they're pretty fast, actually. I don't know. Oh, we could walk right by them. Duh. Nobody thought of that. Walk right by those zombies. I'm actually loaded with spells. What am I doing here? Yeah, I'm gonna fire up a protect. Let's do another one. Ah. Let's run past one. Ah, crap. He who hesitates is orbed? I don't know. I'm looking at the chat and getting trapped in crosses. Luckily there was not a monster trapped with me. We can watch that on one of our stream nights, one of our watch party nights. Night of the Living Dead 90. I like it overall, but it has, I don't know. There's certain changes they made that I don't like. Like what I just said. Okay, hit points are at their lowest in a while. I'm still not firing off scrolls as much as I should. This is a player error here. Don't do what I'm doing. Let's just use them more. Freeze. There we go. I only have one level after this. Freeze again. Protect. Alright, now let's save pretty much the rest for the final level. Tried to give him the old okey doke, but did not succeed. Give those zombies the old okey doke. I know Ryan gets that reference. I don't even know what that means, honestly. I mean, I can pick up the context from the movie. Alright. Okay, well, only one level left, I think I got this. But yeah, it's going to be a lot harder on the next difficulty, which I will play after this. I'm going to need a break. I might... Seriously, this game is, it really is intense. It is great. I love it. Like I keep saying all the things I like about it. You have to think fast and weigh your decisions very fast. I want to just go this way, go that way. Maybe try to lure a monster this way and then make a bolt for it. Or do I want to fire off a spell? And which spell of the three I have options to cast? And, do I want to get the scroll? Or is that going to... Do I expect to take more damage than it's worth in the attempt to get the scroll? It really makes you make these decisions fast. I do kind of wish, like I said before, I wish there were like certain levels of scroll. Like here's a really cool one, and maybe it's marked, it's like flashing golden or something. You get a really cool thing because some of these scrolls are placed such that you're gonna sacrifice some serious hit points to get them, or maybe you just have to be better than I am at the game, or you have to use a scroll, and it's usually not worth spending a scroll to get a scroll. Anyway, I seem to do it a lot anyway. Impossibility. Let's go. Final level. I'm waving to my mom Bye, Mom. I'm going into the realm of impossibility to get the final crown to defeat the evil cleric Wistrick or something. Am I defeating him by getting these crowns? I don't even know. Doing something. Something against the evil cleric Wistrick. Okay, hello, zombie. Hello, zombie friend. I'm running for it. Ah! Ah! He took a tiny bit of damage. Gotta protect scroll. This is the cover photo. This is the exact structure that's in the cover. Stop hitting me from down below. You're not allowed to defy physics like that. Oh, I hate you. That sucks. Alright, let's fire off some magic. Freeze, please. Set up a wall of crosses as I dart upward. Gotta protect. Oh god. Don't do this to me. I can't see where the hell I have to go. Did I do it right? And then I did it wrong. Let me see if I can plan this before they come at me. Okay. I mean, I used to have this down, but I just have to go up that ladder that's below me, that's all. Let's use the protect. Yeah, they try to mind F you with these layouts. Wow! If Arturo is watching, he's gonna find me very racist right now. That's me baiting him into chatting. All right. I'm still alive. And I'm still alive. Protect. Protect Blanky is cast. And I got a freeze out of it. And I'm running through some spiders that hop like bunnies. Confused. Ah, hate when I don't fire it off correctly. What do I got? I got 3. I could probably just bolt it for the screen. Do it. No. I hate you, orbs. Every creature has a different way of moving. Alright, can I burn and protect? Don't wanna. I think I'm gonna do a freeze, but they have to be in the right position, like now. I touched him. I touched him. I'm dumb. God. Whenever I see a layout like this, I'm just like, oh shit. Protect. Getting jammed up on my own crosses. Like I'm some sort of evil demon myself. I don't get it. Skip the scroll. You have to remember this ladder is scary. Oh yes. The zombies on the ladders. Oh god. Ryan's gotta go. He said thanks for the stream. Good luck. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it. Take care, man. See you next time. And all that good stuff. Confuse. Confuse them while I run for the crown. Lay down some crosses. Get the crown. Now we just gotta get our way out of here. There's 4 spells left in my inventory, but you know, it's the final level, so not a big deal. Yeah. Oh no, I thought I had him. Thought I had him fooled. This is definitely enough hit points to make it. Unless I do something really bad. I get caught up again and not being to un-F myself. Protect. It's really bad to get caught on your own cross. Feels bad, man. Oh, I accidentally cast freeze. Alright, sometimes that happens. You know what? I'm almost done with this whole game. Oh god, not this screen. See if I can... I think I can do this without using any spells. We'll see how it goes. Haha. Cool. Wagon! Wait, is this the end? No. Freeze. Used it when I was a little bit up the stairs. One spell left is confuse and 117 hit points. This should be fine. This pain in the ass looking level. Oh, let's do this. Oh god. Okay. Well, they're up here now, and this is the only way through is on that ladder, right? Yeah, I don't think there's another way through. So I can just charge through him or confuse him. And the thing is, he's kind of so constrained he can't move much. So if I confuse him, he's probably just gonna stay where he is pretty much. So I might as well just plow through him, I guess, and take the hits. Here we go. Not too bad. There's our cover structure, our cover model. The impossible structure. It doesn't make sense. This lone zombie on the tall ladders. I think the screen above is the exit, right? Close to it. Might be it. Yeah. All right. Ooh. So that's it. The game doesn't give you an ending screen, which kind of is a little bit of a disappointment. But now it lets you play all the levels that you've beaten, and without any concern for the crowns and the keys or whatever. You just kind of play them randomly. But what I'm going to do is take a little 2-minute break, make a pit stop in the restroom, and I am going to come back and play on the next higher difficulty. So, yeah, see you guys in a couple of minutes. Hope you enjoy the intermission music. Alright. Gotta reset this thing. Let's go to the title screen if I can figure out how. I have some... I accidentally opened this monitor thing and now I can't press any keys while it's open, and I can't close it either because it doesn't have the X. Maybe I have to type quit or something. I don't know. I have to restart my emulator, unfortunately. This thing is very janky, this emulator I'm using. It's called Atari 800 Mac X. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart it, I think, unfortunately. It doesn't even let me close it. Alright, yeah, bear with me a minute. You know what, maybe I can... Yeah, it's gotta be a pain. Do 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 do. Alright, we killed it. We successfully killed it. Dan DeMent has a comment. Let's see what Dan has to say. Dan says, two-player mode must be super infuriating at times. I imagine if you don't coordinate well, or hamstringing and trapping each other with crosses dropped in front of your teammate. Meant for the monster. Exactly. That's what I was trying to say when I was like saying I played with a friend. You know, I won't say it was recently, because it was probably like 20 years ago at this point. But, you know, in sort of the emulation era. And he was just zooming and dropping crosses, and I was like, wait, we gotta coordinate. And he just kept doing that. And he was like, boy, you're worse at this game than I am. You have to keep going back and resurrecting you. And I was like, dude, you're not getting it. Because I was introducing him to the game. He had never played it. I was like, this is a cool game from my childhood. He just totally got me killed repeatedly. Yeah, it's tough, but it's a lot of fun. It's a riot. When you're with someone who's not hurting you that badly, at least. Let's throw out the intermission. Thank you, Monty Python. I mean, unnamed organist, for that intermission music. I don't know what this emulator is doing. One day it decided to start making these horrible sounds when it's emulating disk access. Just didn't do that before. Alright. So I can press the option key to cycle through the 4 difficulty levels that you can see in the lower right corner. There's easy, medium. I was just playing easy. Even though I pretty much handily beat the game, I also sort of didn't. You know, in other words, it's hard. Even though I played the game a million times, you can imagine that if I play on the next difficulty level where it's stingier with hit points, I think you take more damage or something, it's going to be tough. So I'm going to go for medium next. I'm not ready for hard or severe. I actually might want to review the manual real quick just to inform myself of how the hit points or what differs between the difficulty levels. It's been a while. I know, I'm pretty sure you take more damage, but I think it also gives you fewer bonus hit points as you beat each level. I was getting 30 on the easy difficulty. All I keep finding is this very simple command card, unfortunately. It doesn't really say much. Could it be that's all they really provided? Maybe it is. Or like a manual. I mean, I think it'll be obvious. Alright, let's jump into it. Oh, I'm scared. Okay. So, I think I accidentally selected 2 players. You want medium, 1 player. Begin. We start with the same amount of hit points, 80. Alright, let's start with... Oh, God, I'm terrified. I don't know why I'm terrified. I know I've failed to beat this in recent times, and I know it's going to be a challenge. But hey, if it's no challenge, it's no fun, right? All right, here we go. Kankaya Keep. Get this mouse cursor out of the way. There's no mouse cursor to allow my Atari 8-bit computer. Get out of here, mouse cursor. Just a couple of lonely zombies doing their zombie thing, trying to walk into the wall. These screens seem downright tame so far compared to the last few. So the hit point scroll does still give you 10 hit points, it looks like. That's good to know. Wasn't sure about that. Ugh. Come on, orbs. Bring it on, orbs. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Hopping bunnies. They nicked me for 1 damage there. But now I have no spells yet. It would be beautiful to see 2 players who are very well coordinated at playing this game 2-player. I would like pay to see that. Like 2 players like really beautifully, you know, coordinated, dropping crosses in just the right ways as they're zooming through the levels, weaving through monsters, helping each other out with their patterns. You can notice I'm taking a lot more damage for these tiny little nicks I'm getting. I'm down by 6, and I've had like perhaps 3 little nicks. I think maybe each little nick gives you 2 damage essentially. I did get 30 hit points restored still, so that's good. I thought maybe you get less of that. So 114 hit points. Let's go to the abyss. Stupid snakes. Confused spell. Got nicked. Ah. That was 6 damage from that snake just now. Yeah, it's a challenge. I guess I could get the scroll on the way back. Ah. This is where I'm like, I really want to get that scroll. I don't. Here is the key. Oh, geez. Oh, no, I'm stuck. Ah. Those moments are the worst. I'm gonna go for the scroll because why not? Oh, there's too many guys there. Gotta lure him down and up. Worth it? Is it worth it? Oh, I'm going for it. Don't back it out now. Freeze. $94 hit points. Jeez. Didn't I have like 121 a minute ago? It's rough. It's rough out there in the realm of impossibility. Protect. Hmm, 90 hit points. Okay. 120 hit points again. Yeah, so that was a net loss by 1 hit point, actually. It would be nice on these early levels if I could consistently gain hit points, so. But not fantastic. I did get some spells, though. Tartarus. Freeze. Hit points, so 130 hit points. Do I dare it? Let's dare it. Alright, another 10 hit points and no damage sustained getting that scroll. I always thought this level here, the screen, looks like a swimming pool. I'm gonna go take a dip. Ah, there's snakes in the pool! 10 hit points again, and no damage sustained on that screen. Nice. Oh god, not these jerks. Woo-ha! Blah. Breathe. Try to creep past him while he's frozen. Oof. There we go. I know Stu, our super regular friend Stu, he's impressed with my moves in this game, but really, I'm not sure if I can beat beyond the easy difficulty level, so he shouldn't be too impressed. However, I'm attempting it right now. Let's see if I can do medium. Ergazi Sheol. Confused. Yeah. Stupid zombies. Stupid monkey. God. 175 hit points. Yeah. So far, so good. Freeze. Oof. Oh no! Oh no! Protect! Got jammed up, had to use a protect. Otherwise, it'd probably be at about like 120 hit points right now. Maybe even less. Alright, 169 hit points. Not too bad. Take a breather. Yeah, what a cool game. Is Cheesy Whiz still in the house? I'm wondering, can you... What difficulty levels can you beat this game on? If you're still around, Cheesy Whiz. Cheesy Whiz said he played through this game recently. He's quite the challenge. Alright, Stigi and Crits, let's do it. Oh, Dan DeMan said this should have a level editor like Jumpman. One where you could add extra monsters and abilities too, like jumping even. That would be cool. You know what? Someone should remake this game, maybe. I remember reading a review of this game that it was negative simply because the reviewer was like, you can't kill the monsters, that dumb. But a lot of reviewers did like this game at the time. I don't see how anybody could not like this game, or at least appreciate it. If you were playing this in, say, 1984, I mean. I think it's great today even, but, you know, I'm a weirdo. I play old games all the time. I don't have a visceral reaction to the graphics and go, it's so old, it's so red. Some people are like that. I knew a friend who wouldn't play any game older than 5 years. That was like his rule. He just refused. Confused. Spent the confuse to get a protect, and I took damage though. Okay. That's life, I guess. Another confuse to get this one. Freeze. That was not a good screen right there. I just didn't play it well. That's right. Let's keep going. What else can we do but keep going? You don't have a choice. Beautiful. Get the scroll. The scroll of something. Hit points, yes. I would just love to see a remake. If nothing else, make it so you could cast spells more easily. Like if it uses a, I don't know, a 4-button scheme or something. Crosses and 3 spells. Christ. I mean, obviously that would be dependent on the kind of controller you use. Okay, 123 hit points is now up to 153. I think that was a net loss. Phlegathon. It sounds like a marathon where people are spewing phlegm. The Phlegmathon, the Phlegathon. Let's look up what Phlegathon means. See, every time you look up these names of these places, it has something to do with like hell or, yeah, in Greek mythology, Phlegathon or Phlegathon is a river of fire in the underworld, also known as something I can't pronounce, Pyriphlegathon. It's one of the 5 rivers of Hades alongside the Styx, Lethe, Casitas, and Acheron. All right, and literally means flaming or fiery. Okay, so over to Phlegmathon. Let's inventory. Take inventory of the spells. We got 3 protects, 1 freeze, and 2 confuses. Do I go for it? Sure, why the hell not? Ah, no. I'm running head to head with the zombie. I'm like, I'm not going to play chicken with the zombie anymore. I chickened out. Get out of here, mouse cursor. You don't belong in the 8-bit world. On 38 hit points. Ugh. Get off me. Oh my god. Double digits hit points, I don't like that. Yeah. Down to 81. That's not promising, unfortunately. Gotta play. Gotta get sharper. Play better. Gotta start using spells more. I've got a good inventory at this point. Might as well burn them. Check. Protect Blanky going. This one gave me trouble. Let's confuse. These damn stairs or ladders over there. They always are difficult. There's monsters in the vicinity of ladders. It's trouble. So I'm already pretty low on hit points. Trying to use spells more. That doesn't bode well. $59 hit points. God. If I go for it, I'm gonna do it. Sure. That was a freeze. I'm not feeling good about it. all right, what can I do but keep going, right? Not gonna quit. Let's try to do a little better. Arabian vaults. Right, 10 hit points, good. Come on, come on, come on. Ah! I get confused. Bum, 88 hit points so far. Stop doing that. I hate you, spider. What do I want to do here? Confused. Come on, go away, go away. You're confused. Ah! Gosh, I hate them. Ah! Oh shit. I need to protect because I got jammed up. That's usually the way to go when you're jammed up. Better not to get jammed up in the first place. I'm also out of protect. Wow. Yeah, just gotta protect. Took some hits to get it. Oh, I hate you, orbs. Freeze. Freeze for freeze. Fair trade, a fair trade. That was a hit point scroll, I believe. Oh, no. Don't. Here, go over here in that little alcove. Come on. Shit. Someone's coming around the corner. Freeze. Oh, it's coming up. These orbs really track you very well. Oh, jeez. I might just need a spell. Here we go. Use another freeze. Okay, we got the crown down there. What do I want to do? I want to fire off another spell. I don't know. I'll try to do it without. Check. So I have what's it called? Chlorofluorocarbon, CFC. That's my spell inventory right now. CFC. Confuse, freeze, confuse. Not a big inventory. Jeez. Yeah. I think the ladders are my worst enemies in the whole game. I guess Cheaty Wiz isn't around to answer my question, or he's maybe not at his keys or something like that. But yeah, if anybody else has played this game who's watching, let me know what difficulty level can you handle? Because I can't really handle beyond easy. There's 4 difficulty levels. I'm clinging on in this one, but I know it's going to get much harder, and I'm trying not to get too negative about it, but I don't see it happening. Yeah, I just got to keep doing better, right? And maybe I'm a Chinese jet pilot. All right. But yeah, if anybody else has played this game, I would love to hear how I have a difficulty level you can handle. Can anyone beat it on severe? Because, geez, this is medium. Ah! Confused. Didn't work. Can I try casting Confuse? It doesn't work. Okay. No! I think that's pretty much the end of me. And it makes me wonder if maybe my biggest problem is two problems. I don't handle the ladders very well, and I can't cast spells very well in a pinch always. At least not consistently. I could just try using the mash the spacebar approach, where I'm not actually selecting my spell, but I fire off the last one. And I could even map an alternate button on my joystick to that spacebar, so I just like hit a button on my joystick and off goes a spell, essentially. Come on. See these damn ladders. Ugh. Right. Kinda have to do it. Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, right? Christ. I think I need protect. I'm down to my last spell. Come on, go, go! Those bunny spiders are vicious, says Dan the man. Yeah. Bunny spiders. It's got a mean streak a mile wide. The ladder, look how slowly you climb the ladders if you don't do this wiggle technique. Oh God, I wasted time demonstrating that. Now the spider's on top of me. Okay. Well, I can wait all day here, in theory, and hope it bounces away. Otherwise, I have to fire off my last Confuse spell and hope that'll clear the area. But yeah, it's looking pretty grim. Oh, that was Eric who said the bunny spider. Sorry, not Dan. And Eric also said, can you reset the room by leaving and coming back? No, you can't actually go back. You can't backtrack like so. You can only go in the direction forward when you're headed towards the key or crown, and backwards when you're returning. I guess I gotta fire off Confuse. Oh, geez, he's even closer now. Well, it's been nice knowing you all. Hoping that somehow if I just adjust my position on the ladder, it'll like trigger his movements to be altered, sort of, but I don't really see that happening. maybe with enough patience. I wait here for 3 hours. He'll be in the right position. Hmm. All right. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. It found its way to the ladder. Okay, it's going back. Okay. That dude's confused. I don't know what else to do. Confused. Come on, get it. Get out of the way. Out of the way. Shoot. All right, I guess I'm running for it. Ah! All right, so I have 13 hit points and no spells. Oh, my God. I'm not out of the woods yet. Okay. Get out of here. Oh, no, I will not go down without a fight. Alright, 40 hit points. Woo! Dan demands has thought being able to kill the monsters would be nice, but quickly realized it would take away from the constant run for your life. Frantic, avoid and escape, tension, reflex, marathon, the game intense. Exactly, the game is designed this way. Yeah, it would be kind of lame if you could kill them. Part of me wants to say, what if you could get like a special spell, like a one-off that kills a guy? But I don't know. It just seems like contradictory to the theme. So I appreciate it. I don't appreciate that the game's so difficult. I mean, I do in a way, but I feel like I should be able to handle the medium level. And medium, again, being difficulty 2 out of 4. So it's not like 2 out of 3. Considering how much I've played this game. But you know what? Maybe I just need to get better. I don't get good, as they say. But here we are. I've beaten 8 levels, and I got 5 to go, and all the harder ones are coming up, and I'm clinging on to life here. So, yeah, I don't see myself beating this. Let's see if I'll make myself a lesser goal, sort of. Let's say I'm gonna hope I can beat 1 more level. Give yourself mini goals when you know the larger goal is not gonna happen. I'll just hang out up here with these beautiful 3D landscapes. But look how it is. All the collision detection is 2D. That's why I can't walk under it. Can't walk behind this pillar. It's a flat thing, essentially. All right. No spells, 40 hit points. Here we go. Do I get it? Yes, let's get it. Oh no, I'm stuck. See, they're getting the ladder. They gotta figure out how to handle the ladders better. Oh jeez, 13 hit points and 1 free spell. Woohoo! Oh yeah, this screen. Here you go. Yeehaw! 10 hit points, I'll take it. Nice. Not getting that. Not getting that one either. Get away from me, get away from me. Can you imagine these black levels when you're playing 2-player? You can't see the other cross. Like, you kind of know where the crosses you're dropping yourself are. But not when you're... Oh, jeez. Okay, I think that's it for me. Freeze! Gotta get... Only got 1 hit point. I got 1 hit point. Wait a minute, this isn't the way to go, is it? What do I do? Oh no, I'm dead. Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to go, like, see where the spider and the zombie are together? That's where I gotta be going. I mean, I should know that, but you know, these designs, some of them are designed to really throw you off, disorient you. Alright, so my only hope is that the zombie will clear out. I don't think it's gonna happen though. And trick him somehow without touching him. I have no spells, hence the boink. Boink, boink when I try to cast. Yeah, there's nothing to do here. I can't go back. No, I'm just gonna sit here. Oh no. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I can somehow pull this off. I doubt it, but get him down here and block him with crosses and come back around. There's not much room to maneuver though. Come on. It's the only chance I have, so you might as well come and get me. Come on. Oh my god, this is stupid. Ah! You also can't go below this imaginary line right here, apparently, so that's that's pretty constraining. Alright, come on. Come and get me. He looks stuck. Come on, zombie. I don't know. I mean, he won't even come get me. So, oh, here we go. Come on. Yeah, for some reason he can't go down the ladder all the way. Oh well. Been a good run. I don't know. I don't think there's any point in delaying it any further here. All right, come get me, zombie. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to walk into the zombie and end it all. Let's just do it. Alright, that's it. I'm dead and you can see the stink lines already. Like in that episode of The Simpsons where the child draws a picture of Mo with stink lines about. He goes, you got the stink lines and everything. I just died a second ago and I got the stink lines. Alright, that's the new record apparently. Oh, I didn't actually, yeah, my game from before was still continuing because I didn't die. So I could have kept playing those beginner levels until I finally died and I could have entered a high score. But you know, it doesn't save the high score, so it's less fun. High scores are a lot of fun, but you have to save them. You have to save them for them to be any fun. Anyway, that was some Realm of Impossibility. I still can't beat the second difficulty level. But you know what? It's not by my stream standards super late yet, so maybe I'll give it another go on the medium difficulty. Dan the Man said blame it on tired joystick. I mean, that could be part of it, but I'm trying to think. I think I used to be able to beat medium back in the day, but I'm not really sure. I do know that in my recent playthroughs, I have not been able to. I feel like I need to avoid certain key moments that really mess me up. So again, those ladders. When I really need to fire off a spell in a jam, I gotta not screw that up. That'll really get you. This game is 41 years old, by the way, 1984, and the original Zombies was even older. I think from '83. I'm gonna enjoy this wonderful theme for a minute. Yeah, sorry, I somehow accidentally muted myself. I don't know what I last said, but basically I said I'm going to give it another go. That was the last thing I said. All right. Right, it was on medium difficulty, right? I think it was. Right, here we go, the 13 Dungeons of Weekday the Evil. Now, what the heck? I'm gonna, for the heck of it, I'm gonna look up some of these other names. Again, they're all like something related to hell. But what are the Arabian Vaults? I don't know, but I looked that up and I find a Doom level. Doom 3, Arabian Vaults. A song by Alex Franco. Huh. Vaults of Erebus. Oh, okay, Erebus. Or Erebus, however you say that. Available to worship of the faith. Alright. So yeah, they're all like hell-related things. Kankaya Keep. What is Kankaya? Kankaya is a municipality in Turkey. Okay. And we got the Abyss, Tartarus. I've heard that referring to, I think it's like a Greek term for an underworld or something. It's a deep abyss that is used as a dungeon of torment and suffering for the wicked, as a prison for the Titans. Okay. And we got Stygian Crypts. We already looked at Phlegethon, blah blah blah. Let's see, Gehenna. And who's Minos or Minos again? Is he like the Minotaur or something? He's a king, Greek king. After his death, he became a judge of the dead in the underworld. All right, you see, they're all like mythological underworlds and stuff like that. All right. Let's get into it again. Here we go. Kankaya Keep. We're going to Turkey. Hope I can get some lovely Turkish delights here. Dropping crosses. I'm going to test something. Is it? Oh, this will screw up my spellcasting, but I wonder if it's worth turning on autofire. Whoa! That could be a cross-dropping machine, but I hit the limit. I'm dropping so many. So if I did this, I would have to use the alternate means of spellcasting, which is to pound the spacebar. But this could work. This could help my tired fingers. And I could also just kind of tap it like this a little bit. I'm going to try it, but yeah, I'm going to have to get used to smashing the spacebar always to cast a spell, because you can't do it with autofire. Alright, well, this kind of cheating if I win this way? I don't know. Actually, I think this is going to mess me up more, because I'll have to be casting spells so differently, but I'm going to try it, because why not? When you mess up, it's good to try different strategies, right? If this can count, if this counts as a strategy, I don't know. Here we go. Whee! Oh no, I almost got caught myself. But that's pretty cool, isn't it? But you hit your limit faster because you're dropping so many. I don't know what the limit is, but it looks like it's maybe, I don't know, 30 or something. I'm a rapid fire cross dropper. Like, put them in my Gatling gun. My Gatling gun for crosses. I took a few hits, unfortunately, though. My Gatling crossbow. Get it? Crossbow. Firing crosses. Ah! Yeah. It's just so hard to avoid getting little nicks here and there. Okay. So Dan the Man says, dropping crosses brings me back to playing Diablo 3 and my Demon Hunter character dropping caltrops behind me to slow and damage dumb monsters chasing me. Okay. You know, I have Diablo 3, but for some reason I never really played it. Like, I played it for an hour or two and then never continued with it. It's not me saying it's bad or anything. I just never stuck with it. I put a ton of hours into Diablo 2 in like the early 2000s. But here we are in the Abyss. Yeah, baby. Rapid fire cross dropping. wouldn't mind if I could turn down the rate of auto fire a little bit, just so that less chance of hitting my limit because I've dropped so many. Ah. Do I go up and get it? Let's do it. It's crazy, but I'm gonna do it. Oh, get over. Dude, that wasn't a good way to do it, was it? Okay. Well, it took some hits, but not too bad. Not too bad. Ah, I'm out of crosses. Yeah, now it's like, how do I... Come up here, zombie. Get out of the way. Come up here and I'll come down. No, not with the other one going up the other ladder. Oh, jeez. No, come over here. Both you zombies, get over here. Ah. I hate you, zombies. Yeah, come up here. Come up here, boys. Woo-ha! I don't know. That scroll there is tempting, but I don't think I've ever gotten it without taking a pretty significant amount of hits. Unless I spend a protect, I suppose. It would be good to know what each scroll is ahead of time. Like if that were a 10 hit point scroll, you could say it's worth firing off a protect to get it, perhaps. Woohoo! Alright, what's our hit point total? 145. Okay. Over to tartar sauce land. Freeze, please. Yeah, I'm liking the machine gun crosses. Does this count as cheating if I can win this way? Probably. You know, I don't think auto fire is generally a cheat. Just generally speaking, video games. But you could argue that in this era, auto fire wasn't really a thing. To me, that really came about like during the NES era when Nintendo started putting out controllers that supported what they called turbo, like the NES Max and the Advantage joystick. They had turbo built in. So like a couple of years after this game came out is when turbo became a thing. But you know what? There are more important ethical dilemmas to be concerned about in the world than whether I successfully beat a game using auto fire, or whether players in general should be considered cheating if they use auto fire. All right, 195 hit points. I don't think we ever had that high last game. I do feel like there are going to be moments where if I can't select the spell I want, again, I have to mash it with the space button. Mash cast. But yeah, there are going to be moments where I'm like, oh shit, I didn't want to cast that one, or I really wish I could have selectively casted, you know, freeze instead of protect. So that could be considered the downside of this control mechanism I'm attempting now. And just in case it wasn't clear, let me explain again. You know, you drop, this is an 8-bit controller, in this era, games only supported one button. How this works is if I press the button, I drop crosses. But if I stand still and hold the button and move a joystick direction, that's how I cast a spell. And I can't do that with auto fire on. So the alternate mechanism is to mash the spacebar, which casts the most recently acquired spell only. But with the directional, you hold it and you move up to cast freeze, left to cast confuse, or right to cast protect. That's how you select which one you cast. All right, let's roll. Let's roll. All right, all right. Here I am, having trouble with stairs again. Spell. I cast protect. All right, let's go. I pressed space, it's not working. Confused. Oof. Christ. I don't like this. I don't like this. Ah. Dropping cross caltrops. Huh. Alright, 199. I was hoping I could come out with 200. I was thinking for a moment, hey, I should be able to get out here with 200 or above, but no. Close though. Stygian Crypt, let's roll. Ah, boxed them in good. 209 hit points. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Yeah. Ah, good. Let's roll. Ah, get off me. Confuse. And get a protect. Freeze and run for my life. You run very fast when you go horizontally, if you haven't noticed. Directly horizontal is the fast way to run. I'll freeze them when they're not in my way. How about? That sounds good. They still hurt you if they're frozen. Oh God, this is horrible. I could turn off auto fire and switch to protect. I might do that. There we go. Turn off auto fire, protect. Come on, work! Jesus Christ. It's trying to cast a spell. Oof, 183 hit points. I gotta remember that orb right there. He always gets me because the way I choose to switch screens. like the lowest point. Ah, get away from me. Ooh, there goes my hopes of beating this level with coming out of it with above 200 hit points. Alright, so I'll have like 190 something, hopefully. Not to count my chickens. What is it? Count my chickens before they're hatched. Alright, so 197. 2 down from before. Over to Flemathon. The Jerry Lewis Flegathon. Flegathon. I'm going for it because I'm stupid. No, I'm not. every time I'm like cornered like that, I'm like, no, maybe not. Oh, man, I'm across it. Ah. Again, just having trouble getting on the stairs exactly. Stairs. Let's use a spell. Okay, it's not working. I need my spacebar to more consistently actually work. I don't know what's going on with that. Give it a good solid pounding. No jokes, please. And it doesn't register. That was my Stu bait. If Stu is watching, he'll have to make a crack about that. By the way, the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo is next month, so I'm hoping to go to that. And there's some pretty big names who are going to be there, such as David Crane and Gary Kitchen and the other Kitchen guy whose name I can't remember. I wonder if David Crane would sign like a Pitfall cartridge or something. That would be fun. Or the Ghostbusters game. The Ghostbusters game he made is a lot of fun. I played that on the stream before. Channel before. Alright, 150 hit points. I'm taking hits now. Let's use a spell right here. Protect. Somehow I think I got through that unscathed. I ran through it with Protect on, but they all missed me. Confuse. So yeah, I'm sure Stu will go to the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo. I've met him there before. Those moments are what really get you. Christ. I gotta just deal, I guess. Let's turn off auto fire and confuse. But yeah, I can actually manage it both sometimes. If I'm ever in a situation where I can stand around deciding, I can turn off auto fire and then selectively cast whichever spell I want in that moment. That's good to know. Alright, so I took some serious damage. I'm not out of the woods yet, even. But I started at, I think, high 190s. And if I'm lucky, I'll get out of here with 140 something. I was about to say 150 something, but now it looks like 140 something. Oh yeah! I'm going for it. No. Not worth it. Alright. I should remember what those are. It'd be good to have them marked. They're the same every time. Okay, that was not good. 127. That last move was stupid. I shouldn't have gotten the freeze. Alright, over to Arabian Vault. 127 hit points. We've got a lot of freezes. 1 protect and 1 confuse. Hit point scroll. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I appreciate having an audience when I play stupid games. No, I think this game rules out, actually. The controls could sometimes be a little bit better. But yeah, they're working with the limitations they had, though. Like, right, you know, my idea of maybe 4 buttons for cross plus 3 spells, that wasn't really feasible. Unless it used, like, a separate key for each spell. So they made do with what they had. Back in my day, we made do with what we had. That spider on this screen always just charges the hell right up there. Ugh. You got to say, Dan. Dan said, speaking of Atari programmers, the snakes here remind me of the ones in Atari 2600 Indiana Jones. Oh, yeah. That game I never really knew what the hell I was doing in. Yeah, I can see the resemblance. Alright, protector freeze. I think I want to use freeze. I have a lot of them anyway. Come on, go, go. Why didn't work? Just tried 3 times and it didn't work. I only assume I'm accidentally hitting diagonal or something. I don't know. The classic line in the W household growing up. My dad making fun of us playing video games, me and my siblings. He said we used to always claim we can't move. I can't move! As if we were BSing or something. A lot of games had, you know, rough controls. So sometimes it just wouldn't register. Oh, you know, sometimes it probably was us being stupid. Fair enough. Freeze. Oh, come on. That's the kind of mistake I can't be making. Walk into the frozen zombie when there's plenty of room. Yeah, that's real smart, Mark. You can be a coffee achiever. You can sit around the house and watch Leave It to Beaver. The future's up to you. So what you gonna do? Dare to be stupid. Dare to be stupid. Dare to be stupid. What do these orbs remind you of? Besides marble. I guess that's all they remind you of. That's all they can remind one of. This is the time of the stream when I'm tired and saying stupid things constantly. Don't mind me. Incoherent nonsense. It's when the crosses affect zombies, says Dan. When they affect me, so they're just like obstacles, physical obstacles somehow. It should be vampires that take the. Oh, I gotta not read when there's frantic stuff happening. Christ! All right, that was a one bad screen, and it's like so impactful to your chances in this game. And I think I just blew it right there. All right, there's a lot of game left, right? I gotta get more liberal with the spell usage. Once again, I'm at that point. I'm about halfway done. Completed 7 of the 13 dungeons, but they're all harder from here. And to complete Dan's message, he said, since when do crosses affect zombies? These should be vampires that take the form of snake spires and vampiric dark orbs. Yeah, the vampiric dark orbs. Maybe they're like droppings of some giant monster. I don't know. Yeah. Over to the Gehenna. Gehenna? I'm gonna go down these ladders over here. Look at this. They're actually not connected to anything. They're just there. But again, this game doesn't have true pseudo 3D. It's all just 2D that's drawn to look pseudo 3D. So it's not even pseudo 3D. It's pseudo 3D. Dare to be stupid. Ah, get off me. You know what? I think these spires are more like giant fleas. You know how fleas jump. Get away, get away. Ah, getting caught on things. You cannot follow me, or I have crosses. But yeah, the crosses in this game, you know, they don't just ward off evil, they block you too. Unless maybe you're evil. Maybe you're a vampire. You know, the evil guy is a cleric. Think about that. You think about D&D and other fantasy games, the cleric is a holy person usually. And he's your enemy or something, so maybe you're like an evil vampire who drops crosses that block himself. I don't know. It doesn't make sense because it does block your opponents too, I guess. Protect. I protect Blanky. Mash, come on. Mashing the damn button, it's not working. It takes me 2 tries to hit it sometimes. I don't know why. Or to register, I mean. So yeah, I'm boned. I don't know. Let's use a protect. Here we go. Freeze. 3 times that time before it registered. I think it's probably the emulator being sucky. Ah. I think, now I'm having a realization that I think you can't, like, burn off a bunch of spells. Like, in other words, if I hit the spacebar 5 times right now and all 5 of them registered, it would not burn 5 spells. The first one would keep going. So I think I can safely just hit it a bunch of times when I want to cast a spell and try not to react when it doesn't register. Just like mash it 3 times or something. That ought to do it, I think. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, this is hopeless. 62 HP. Over to the ethereal plane. Oh my goodness. This is where I died last time, or did I think I made it 1 level past this. Well, maybe I can do a little better the next time, then that's progress, right? I'm not getting that one. I'm not pulling for that one again. Dropping invisible crosses. So bizarre. There's a lot of kind of 8-bit era games that use this sort of technique of a sprite being the same color as a background to make them invisible for like a special level where the monsters are invisible or something like that. For example, in first thing that comes to mind is Dragonfire. Oh God, I trapped myself, but fortunately I'm safe for the moment. But yeah, in Dragonfire, like, the dragon is sometimes black. Against the black background, that's kind of funny. That's where having non-complex backgrounds allows you to do that. A more modern game would have a fancier background. Alright, so this is where I died last time, I remember. Oops. Oh no, that's not what I was supposed to do. Okay. Fortunately, the spider cut me a break there. Dropping crosses, making songs. Fighting around the world. Jeez. Ah, how am I stuck? Alright, yeah, you know what? You gotta appreciate when you improve on your last game. So already I've done better. I think I've got more game in me. Who knows? Maybe with some more practice I can beat this on this difficulty. I don't think I'm gonna do it tonight, but especially if that happens. I should remember how to get this one. You have to like hit it from a certain angle. I don't want to get killed trying it. It's like a certain point you have to access it out. Not really an angle, but it's like it's just a certain secret passage almost. I feel like it's at a corner. I don't remember which one. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Why am I gonna go for it? I don't know. I'm feeling stupid or bold. Not sure what. Oh, God. That was stupid. That was stupid for sure. 69 hit points. Alright. You know what? Again, better than we did last time. So abandon now. Time to get liberal with the spells. God. I almost trapped myself, but I managed to avoid it. Guess freeze to get a freeze. Alright, beautiful. This deserves a spell. Freeze again. Yeah, God. Protect. No, no, no. They were all congregating by the time I got unstuck. That's what sucks about that. Confused. You are now confused, fools. I'm gonna cast another. Freeze. Yeah, baby. Do I get it? I'm gonna go for it. No, I'm not. Chickened out. I chickened out. Oh, I think that ladder is a better way to go. I just deserved another spell. Freeze right there, though. Jeez. Right. Shoot. I guess let's use protect. Come on, go! Right. Very disappointing. Going for it. Was it worth it? I took like 5 damage, I think, to get a protect. Alright, 38 hit points. Still alive. Still in it. Still in it. Got 3 levels to go. You know what? If I can make it to Mines of Minus, let's say, not bad. But even as is, getting to the 3rd to last level isn't terrible for a difficulty that normally overwhelms me. It's progress, although you could attribute it to my auto fire. Oh, Christ. Again, I'm always just getting hung up on these damn ladders. If it wasn't for that, I waste so many valuable seconds just fighting with that crap. I think if we hit our hypothetical remake, maybe just fix that. Mashing the button 3 times before it registers. That would be nice to fix too, though I don't know if that's the game or the emulator. I'm having control issues, basically. Yeah, I mean, it sucks when you do have to fight with controls in a game. Thanks for the likes, people. I appreciate that. My protect's gonna run out in a second. Got it confused. Yeah, I think it would be good to memorize these scrolls. I used to have a lot of them memorized, not all of them, but if I knew that would confuse ahead of time, like, part of me just hoping I get a lot of hit point scrolls, but I don't remember what the heck is what. I kind of need the hit point scrolls, but alright. Yeah, okay. Protect maybe, or hope they move upward or something. I don't know. I'm gonna go. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm a little stuck now, mommy. Let's run. Protect. Use 3 spells left, 35 hit points left. Screw you, spiders, I hate you! Wow! Maybe I'm dropping like communion wafers. Maybe that's what I'm doing. Woo! 63 hit points, 3 spells left. You know what? This is not bad. This is not bad. I'm still convinced I'm not going to finish this, but hey, second to last level. All right. What a game this is. It's crazy. Crazy. It's madness. But yeah, you know, if the control scheme could just be a little bit improved. The freaking ladders, the spell casting. It would be perhaps a 10 out of 10 game. There we go. Minds of Minos. I'm walking over there, checking on the chat. I guess I gotta stretch my fingers a moment again. Let me do that. So it's 11:30 here in New York. This will be the end of the stream when I die, or if I manage to beat both levels. Very small chance of that happening. Don't hold your breath. But hey, stranger things have happened. Protect scroll, good. I like protect. Okay. This is where I was like biting my time last time. It sucks when they spread out because they block all the possible paths out of here. I'm ready to cast protect. Got one hand on the space bar. The not very responsive space bar. I'm gonna try to run for the top part. Not be coming through. Alright. Oh man, these spiders. Come on, spider, come down here. Oh. Ah. I'm not sneaking past that one, am I? Alright, you know, I took a minimal hit. Not terrible. Alright, protect. Didn't something like this happen last time. Okay, I got through that unscathed. Used a protect spell though. Scroll or not to scroll? Let's do it. Scroll. Taking hits. Taking it. Nope, nope. Now I am. That was a freeze. Haha, look at that orb. I played that for a chump. Ooh, ran right into that guy. Not great, but we got a scroll, protect. Let's see the protect. And we'll get a freeze. Okay. Which one do I want to go? I don't remember the layout. Going here. Okay. Come at me, orbs. Actually, don't. Don't come at me, please. Ah, he got through that. Got through my cross barrier. Freeze. I guess I'm running through it. No. I'm gonna selectively protect. Run for my life. Running through this one. Freeze. Ah. Freeze. Three spells left, 19 hit points. Oh no, 12 hit points. Yeah, baby. Oh god, that's the pluses, the plus rooms. Spider plus rooms. Plus size. Plus size. Protect. Two spells left, 12 hit points. All about that hit point and spell budgeting. That's the whole game, pretty much. Strategically, I guess. I hate you, zombies, and you snakes. Should I go for this? I'll take too much damage probably, or have to burn a spell. All right, woo! Onward to the realm of impossibility. Is there a chance? Do you think there's a chance, guys? What do you think? Final level. A mere 42 hit points and a mere 2 spells. 1 confuse and 1 freeze. Oh, wow, I didn't expect to get this far. So maybe it could happen. Maybe. I don't think I'm gonna estimate my odds at being like 20%, maybe of beating it. It's a hard level. 42 hit points is not a lot to work with. Neither is just a confuse and a freeze spell. All right, but this is a do or die. Let's go. Okay, I gotta watch out for these ladder situations. I'd love to get that scroll, but how do I do that without taking too many hits? Can I go for it? Is it worth going for it? Guess not. Go for that scroll. Cool hit points. That's what I need, baby. Ah, jeez. That was dumb. So I gained 10 hit points and lost 5 because I kind of made a dumb move. Alright, let's keep going. Wow! Why am I doing this? I should have just gone to the right. Oh well. Confuse spell. It was not worth the damage for a confuse, but oh well. What's done is done. Oh, he's right next to me, isn't he? Sweet. I creeped past them all somehow. Ten hit points, I'll take it. 44 currently. Total. 38 in total now. Freeze spell. Which I'm going to use right now. Confuse, freeze, confuse is what I got. Going for it, I'm going for it. Another confuse, okay, okay. Yeah, baby. Eat my crosses. Confuse these orbs. Box myself in because that's smart. 10 hit points, that's not bad. Alright, alright, I mean, I guess I gotta just run for it. Okay, get over here, yeah. Good job, guys. Alright, I think that canceled out the 10 hit points. Confuse. I confuse you, Pikachu. 10 hit points. Run to the left. Caught up with me. I could have just gone to the left. Edge of the screen on the left. Oh well. Should go up, you know. Not sure what to do here. Might just want to run downward through that one orb who's kind of partially blocking the way. I think that's the best bet. Do I want to go for the scroll? I could go down past this orb that's below me and then loop up to the scroll, but I think the orbs that are to my left will come down and hurt me. That one's already come down. Okay, I don't know. Oh, maybe I can lure them over here and then come back the other way. Come on, boys. Come on, you can do it. Maybe I'll go now. Going. Zombies on the ladders are not. Oh god. Why did I do that? I shouldn't have done that. Okay, okay. What am I doing? Confused. No! Damn it, damn it, damn it. Alright, I'm dead. That's it. Ah! That was painful. Yeah. There's, man. Alright. You know what? I made it much farther than before. The fact that the end of medium difficulty was even in sight is, I think, a good accomplishment. I will now add my name to the scroll of awesome people or whatever it says. Look at these characters you can draw. Alright. That was fun. That was fun. And what do you got to say, Dan? Dan says knife, that's why it's realm of impossibility, not easier not some easier possible realm of implausibility. Yeah. Alright, I'm pretty proud of myself. Again, though, maybe I could attribute a lot of that to the auto fire, but it is nice to not have quite as much finger pain. Like, it is really wearing on my old joints these days to really mash on a button a lot. That has two downsides, but, you know, the auto fire with the cross. The two downsides are, one, it's easy to use all your crosses because you hold it down, and then, like, you know, maybe you go like this, a zigzag, and you've used them all, but now you need some crosses over here, but you don't have any more. And the other downside is, again, you know, it makes it difficult to use the spell selection. You know, when you cast a spell, choosing which one you want to cast instead of just mashing the spacebar. But you know what? Mashing the spacebar does work a lot. Excuse me. It does often just seem good enough. Like, hey, there's a lot of monsters in my way. Just make them do something. So you make them get confused or frozen or protect yourself at random. That often does work. Yeah, this is the kind of. I think it's a brilliant game. I want to be able to get into it and hack it and just maybe improve a few little control details. Make it so it's not that hard to go along. Like, maybe the stairs kind of, you snap into the stairs. You know, like how modern user interfaces, like, you know, you move a window around and it snaps into place. Like, maybe something like that to make the ladders a little bit easier. And also, when you're going vertically up and down a ladder, you shouldn't have to wiggle just so you go faster. That's just, like, silly, right? Anyway. This demo player, he sucks. Wow, look at that. Well, that was a fun time. I had a good time anyway. So thanks for joining me, guys. That was, of course, Realm of Impossibility, if you couldn't figure it out by the big titles on the screen right now. It's a great game. It's a great game. It's one of these EA games where they would make these sort of pseudo vinyl record looking sleeves. That's what the games would come in. This one looked like this. And really cool cover art. And yeah, it was by a guy named Mike Edwards, who was apparently a Boeing engineer who decided he wanted to make a game for his motivation was he wanted to make a game that he and his son could play cooperatively and in real time. apparently wasn't much of that back in 84 or 83. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for joining me. Remember to like and subscribe and all that stuff, blah blah blah. But let me get Romper Room in here and name people. I see Eric Johnson. Now, thank you, Eric. Thank you, Andrew, if you're still around. If you're not still around, thank you anyway. Ryan, I know he had to go. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Dan the Man. Thanks, Cheesy Wiz, who actually knows and has played this game. Cheesy Wiz had an Atari 800 in his youth, and he knows a lot of the games that I know as well. I think that's everyone. I said thanks to Dan, right? So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Maybe I'll try to get back in the saddle with Saturday night streaming. It's been a few weeks because life keeps getting complicated, but hopefully we can do something this Saturday, me and Rob Bob perhaps. And that's all I got tonight, guys. So I'll see you next time. Take care.